feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
More like toy soldiers, I'd wager.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route, be advised. In the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages. DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Or, this is just a suggestion, we turn the traps against anyone who tries to stop us, huh?
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? I know what's at stake. I'm not asking you to set aside...
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station.
I'm all for giving folks a chance, but occultists, Commander? Really? Skills like a willingness to launch yourself into a rift, you mean? Yeah, very useful. Leaving all else aside, the problem is that we don't know this woman, and she's not giving us much cause to trust her. In fact, I say it's just the opposite. All right, Commander. I'll play nice, but only because you asked. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Updating ship roster to reflect the addition of reminder. Earth Directorate agents are not allowed. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate. Approximately 1 month ago, Agent Ibarra asked that this unit store the keycard in an undisclosed location to assist him in drying out. Offers of applying moisturizer were declined. The keycard is located behind the skip drive in the engine room. Please do not inform Agent Ibarra of its location as...
Hey. See my... See my test too? Oh, by the way, Siva, I have a song for you. And it's by the same band that I showed you last time. I don't know why they did this, but they decided. Yeah.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can bootstrap it from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow House must remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. You presume to have insight into our purpose, but you'll never truly understand. If my own ultimate purpose is to buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. But you've not seen the mechanical. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without no... Fine then. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you do well. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly...
regarded as being... shall we say? This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign is as effective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand. In your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the Order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors. East Westport residents to things rarely end for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Between all those hangings and maniacal deaths. That is all the meaning we need to erase the hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold.
The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even if the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists. Parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need
This
to
unit,
rush
my
into such
records do not
formalities,
indicate
Vicar.
that any
Especially... Much has yet to be discussed.
and see how well you fare. Fewer than before.
I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signed may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my... though I'd no wish to. I only did what was... These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts, but like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia and proved to me that I needed to act to stop the Protectorate's rift research from a night. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I... And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? You know who these corporatists are. The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I...
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself.
They may try. Though we both know. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the path. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then I'll... Savannah. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious. Oh, and humble, too. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to it may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is...
Nothing. We run away. This whole station is breaking. Yeah, one.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted.
Thanks.
There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and... It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant... You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents... Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You report on board the ACS. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its...
What is wrong with you? You benched me, even when you knew how, and you let her live. How could you? After all the damage she's caused, after what she did to us at Horizon Point. That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. I know you've your principles and all. Only wish you'd given my request to come as much consideration as you gave hers to live. No, you shouldn't. I need some space for now. But I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Once I stop seeing red. Short-range transmission just came in. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust Easy. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous with the two... Turn your lamps on that building over there. Reckon that's where we'll be able to get our hands on the rift. Modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
That doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close.
Once you reach the vault, it will all be worth it. Trust.
Wouldn't be here if I had any doubts.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island,
Gotta say you had me worried.
Then I come to the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls. And even for any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the... Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient, but not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be. The time for considering risk is Besides, now I have 2 Earth...
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under... We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside...
There's no one else left. Consul made damn sure of that.
The failure at the Vox, an escaped prisoner, cannot be tolerated. The Consul ordered a colleague, even though...
Don't tell me how to feel, Zeb. You mind your guilt, I'll mind mine.
Since the commander won't say it, I will
not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried. After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention you draw, the better. By the way, Matriarch, we weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive. A revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise matriarch, lead us into this future you have envisioned.
Unless this is about the mission. Can it wait? All right, but we...
We will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will sure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Let's rock! Ready to wait. On your command.
You get turned around?
Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition hall?
The last Sentinel who received a tour boasted of spending 30 minutes in Lamentations. Do you think me, incapable of managing...
You know when you need a distraction.
Taken care of? Continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
What did you need, Commander?
No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders that...
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered. How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really?
Please, if secrecy's your concern...
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a...
Do not allow these crabble... This man is an instrument of...
I'm Kim.
Are you? Can you even fathom the... My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for...
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision... You and Niall should turn off the power to this...
No going back from here. Not until we tell me he can't.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are emery tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crooked. Move cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun.
Reckon I found something that might be useful in it.
Sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his bottleneck body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on.
Troublemaker approaching. Fastest way forward is through.
Puzzle, but I apologize for my lack of preparedness. That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! I changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Clear the way,
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. At least he has Audra. But losing the rest of his cell couldn't have been easy on him. Well, no use to it. Speaking of, remember those components I found? Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors.
I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but...
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
The longer this war continues.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies. Niles.
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the matriarch in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true, then the Earth's director permit everything Arcadia is. All of the suffering that's taken place here. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosives... Our dear matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is... By releasing this information, we can thoroughly... The Sovereign will be erstwhile. Giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will...
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be...
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire... Plus making the skip drive tech available... That's like...
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences. And should I refuse to leave empty-handed, what then?
Whoa. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb.
Do you know how many of my... And you would have me what? Give up now, on the cusp of victory? Lay bare...
You remember what we argued about? The day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed. Life in Arcadia could be just like...
Out of respect for my friend, I... will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help live. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks.
Guess this is...
Only for now.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but...
These are the ruffians who threatened me.
Disruptive influences. Invasive element. Talk to Luke. The eyes of the Luke.
Of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing may now be spent in harm. In harmonious community with your neighbor, and humble service to the protector. Art and science flourish in these many hours, which I have returned to you.
Warning, power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve as the Protectorate's scientific helpmates.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Gloria Arcadia!
We should keep moving, Commander. Don't even know where to start with everything that happened. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his... I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. But that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Arcadia's existence. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to. Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved we spared her. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it off someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance. Provided the rift don't dismantle, reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it. Something has to change within the Directorate. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Like what?
information that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are... being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Unfamiliar monster. I'm seeing unfriendly so. Fearless leader firing on him. Let's get the crack. Got some bad company.
Disconcerting.
Better go see. Act with preponderance of caution. Come on out. Much ado about nothing.
Hostile spot. Hostile state.
That's somebody better.
Minimizing exposure.
your command.
Briskly moving to cover.
Got my lamps on and unfront.
Back to it.
His gaze sees all.
What do you want to wager there's something in there for Val we can use?
Check enemy light just turned on. Troublemaker approaching.
Disturbance detected.
Distraction for you. spot.
What?
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing.
Let's get him over with. The idea is to kill them before you die. Let me know when you need a distraction.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing.
The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use.
Error. Arcadia Colony contact. De Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time, less than 24 hours. Do you have any other queries, Commander?